Good morning from the shed. Sunday morning, clocks have gone forward, up really early, tired, but want to do a little bit of art before the day really begins. And shout out to all the mums and mother figures of humans and fur babies. Happy Mother's Day. I'm indulging myself today, so this is how it starts. I'm going to develop this piece, which is on another page in this canvas pad, 280 GSM, and I've put a base down, and this base is my tissue paper, which I created. I did a few different pieces using pastels, so I created some pastels and then zhuzhed the pastels on there with a little bit of water and a little bit of extra acrylics to create some nice textures there. And then I've used that and laid that down as my base. So I've just started that. And then and the reason I'm sort of doing this is that I was looking through one of my journals and I came across this that I did, and I want to explore that a little bit further. This is the inspiration for what's going on here. We'll see how it goes. So I've had a little bit of a thought to it, but not a lot. So inspiration, background down, and then I've created some new stencils this morning. So I feel that I want to maybe add some of these on here first, and then when I've done that, I might look to do some collage with some darker pieces that I've kind of got together to add some daisy styles. Yeah, I just love this kind of thing. So I might use the darker collage on top of the lighter background. Probably won't finish it this morning, just going to get it started with the stenciling and see how it goes. So to begin with, I'm going to go in with these lighter colours again. I'm going to get through this Naples yellow, put a little bit of that down, and maybe a touch of bright yellow, see what that does. And then I'm just going to start with a little bit of this, a little bit of sponging in the background to see what that does. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go in quite, don't want to put too much paint on, and have it again, just a little hint of the floral in the background. Let's see if that I've sometimes kind of wake up with I fancy trying this, or I want to do that, and this is one of those moments. So we shall see. Just dabbing the sponge, as I said, not putting too much on there. Just check to see. Yeah, okay, liking that. That's kind of what I was hoping for. And this time I've kind of left the middle in the stencil so that I can do something else with the middle, or just leave it so that the background of the canvas comes through. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. I'll just put a big one down here. I'll do a small one up here. Deli paper is my palette. definitely works for me. Bit windy up here this morning. In fact, it's been windy all day yesterday, all night, and yep, still here. So if you want to get your washing dry, get your washing out today. So yeah, this is just a little snippet, the start of a new piece. Oh, I've got a lot of work in progress. I don't know why, but I just like to do it that way, you know, have lots of things and then keep maybe adding to something. And because I have a lot of work in the week, so I'm determined to keep arting, keep getting my art in to my day, but it does mean that I have to, you know, be patient for the end results a lot of the time. That's just the way it is for me. I like that effect. That is what I was hoping for. So I'm going to keep doing this until I've got a few more in the background, and then I will let it dry. I'm going to start looking at different materials that I can use as my stencil. So I'm pretty new to this stenciling. I'm drawn to it because it takes me right back to the skill that, you know, the skill that I developed as a, I think I've said, the paste-up artist. And it's yeah, I find it quite therapeutic working with the scalpel after all these years. Coming back, I feel like I've coming back in a full circle in a way. So whatever you're doing today, I hope watching this video gives you a little bit of relaxation, just watch, and inspiration. That's the hope that we've got there. Inspiration, relaxation, and whatever it does. I'm just going to put just a little hint in this bottom area. Why not? Let's just put it down just a little bit. I think the inspiration this morning is coming from kind of the daisy, the spring, that time of year, and Mother's Day. It's always a day of flowers, isn't it? Right, okay then. I'm very tempted to keep going on this because I'm enjoying it, but I'm going to leave it there and think about where I might place my daisies, which will be more, rather than full frontal, they're going to have a little bit of an angle to them. So that is for another time, but hey ho, it was just a little quick snippet to get started, bit of sponging, using a new stencil and being inspired by some journal, and that's why these journals are so good, because you can come back to them and you can think about what you want to do. You know, this one, I was looking at this one this morning thinking, oh yeah, I want to get some more jelly printing going and get more texture. I just love that, and that's for another day. But yeah, the whole point, you know, I've got this wonderful background here, and that's just shouting out for some stenciling, which right, I'll tell you what then, whilst this one is drying, I can continue with my stenciling because I'm really enjoying it. Yay! Let's put a bit more on here. Let's get some flowers on this one, and that means rather than overdoing it on the canvas, I can put something on here. That's handy, isn't it? Let's keep going then. Dab, dab, dab. Just a little bit more, just to keep it going just for a little bit longer. Probably not put enough paint on this one, but actually I'll just keep it very, very faint. Let's see, I can just get a little bit more paint off this just to finish it. Go very faint, and I'm dabbing it to sort of give it more of a texture rather than a brush stroke there. Yeah. More paint. Going for the, what's that, the bright yellow, a bit more bright yellow on this. Getting a bit more confident, look. Just faster, faster. Of course, if I start doing that, get a bit carried away, that's when you start making mistakes. But the great thing about art is if you have made a mistake, then that mistake could end up being a new twist in your art. It can add something else to it that you didn't think that you'd got there, and it's full of surprises. So sometimes I just think the problem solving, the overcoming barriers, obstacles, gets you thinking, how do I adapt what I'm doing, how do I turn it into something that I'm happy with. When I do my art, I do feel that it's like, oh, I love that, and if I love it, then that's all that matters at the end of the day. However, it is nice to know that if somebody else appreciates what you've done, you've given them some happiness and joy as well with what you've created. And I think that's what I like. That's why it's nice to share and have that belief in yourself. Just picking up the last of that. I can see that my stencil's getting a little bit weak, but it's okay, that's fine. I really enjoy doing this. You've probably noticed. I am tempted to. Yep, I am. I'm going in for a dib dab. Just get the excess off. But I also like the effect of when I'm pressing down and maybe it's not quite as, it just feels a bit more printed. That's why I like doing that. Yeah, takes off the edge a little bit, and then sometimes if I do have enough on there, I can go back in and and just put a little hint of it somewhere else. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But even though I won't get the full flower, it just provides a little bit more texture on the background as well, but not in that case. Hey. So yeah, that's it, all done. Right, I'm going to leave it there. So if you want to know what happens to my journal or to my canvas, then you're going to have to keep watching and looking out for my next little episodes, my little snippets that are going to come along. Enjoy your Sunday, folks. Be happy. Bye for now.